I studied the life of David and I discovered it was not just the anointing that made David king. It was Jonathan that made David king. 1 Samuel 18 verse 1 to 4. After David destroyed Goliath, David gave a speech and immediately the Bible said Jonathan removed his robe, gave to David and bowed down and worshiped him. Saul came and insulted him. He's about to take your throne, and Jonathan endorsed it. When Saul wanted to kill David, Jonathan was the one that taught him the secret of escape. David would have died. So there are certain relationships that if you don't have and manage well, you may be anointed, but you will not have impact and you will not succeed. So relationship is a vital ingredient of power. And for you to be able to regulate relationship, there is a power that controls it. 1 Chronicles 12:22, the Bible said daily men joined themselves to David until his host became like the host of God. There is a power that controls relationship. When you see people gathering around somebody, there's something he has and there is something he's using to nurture that thing that he possesses. People don't have time. If people have time for you, there's a power in your life, and that power demands certain consecration for it to be sustained. How do you sustain relational power, which is very vital in your rising? Number one, wise comportment. 1 Samuel 18 verse 14 to 16. The Bible said David behaved himself wisely before the king. And so the king became afraid of him. He said, but the whole of Israel submitted to David. You can't live anyhow and expect to command the admiration of people. People have standards. People have moral values. They admire you to the degree that you align to standards and moral values. You live carelessly, nobody can associate with you. That's why even people that people associate with, when they violate moral codes, people leave them. And you find them angry. That's it. Those who are loyal to you in your hard time. Or that hard time is different from scandal and ridicule. Don't live carelessly and expect people to endorse you in evil. Number two, how to sustain relational power. Genuine love for people and not what they have to give. The moment people discover that you are a parasite, to irritate them. Anybody who can sustain relationship is somebody who loves people genuinely. John 21 verse 15 to 16. Jesus came to Peter and said, Simon, lovest thou me more than this? He said, Lord, you know I do. He said, keep my lamb. Simon, lovest thou me more than this? Lord, you know I do. Keep my lamb. 3 times. The 3rd time, lovest thou me more than this? He said, yes, you know. He said, keep my sheep. No relationship thrives except as love is proven. There are people who only call you when they have needs. The moment you see their call, there's no food at home. The moment you see their call, they need school fees. The moment you see their call, they need small cash. If they do it once, twice, thrice, the next time they call, you block them. It's not your fault. Everybody hates parasite. It's a wicked disposition. And so if you want to build the power for relationship, you must be selfless and sacrificial. Only sacrificial people can sustain relationship. Number 3, how do you build relational power? Is by sustaining integrity. Ephesians 4:25, Proverbs 25:19. If you are somebody who is not consistent, you say one today, say another one tomorrow, people will become careful of you because they want to defend you. While they are in the heat of the battle, you will now call them aside and say, I'm sorry, that thing I said is not like that. Really? And you allowed us to get to this level. They will never stand with you again. You want to build relationships that matter? Be honest, be truthful, have integrity. See, it's better to tell people the truth, let them leave you, than to keep them with a lie. The day they discover it, they will not only leave you, they will hate you. Number 4, true respect and honor. Philippians 2 verse 3 and 4. The Bible said to esteem others more than yourself. Even those who are under you, honor them. Every human being commands respect. If you treat people like rags, a day will come, they will say, you are not my God. They will walk away. Show people respect. They are not slaves. Let them know that they are worthy of honor. The Bible said in 1 Peter 2:17, say, honor all men. There's a place for rebuke. There's a place for correction. There's a place for chastisement. But they must know that you honor them. Number 5, how do you build relational power? Is through humility. Again, Philippians 2 verse 3, Proverbs 13 verse 10. The Bible said every strife comes from pride. Everywhere there is contention, the Bible says pride is at the root of it. And so if there will be peace, then there will be humility for that to happen. You need relationship. I was telling them in the pastor's training yesterday, when Jesus died and he needed to be buried, none of the apostles who were praying could help. The Bible said it was a secret disciple that had the power to help. There are those who talk to God, there are those who talk to the governor. Jesus wouldn't have had a tomb to be buried, except as those who talk to governor showed up and say, don't worry, we will give him a grave that nobody has ever been buried in. That's the kind of power they have. And Jesus could sustain such relationships. And finally, power is the key for sustainable impact. Nobody is making impact by luck. There is no such thing as luck in the world of impact. Everybody you see making impact is making impact by a dimension of power. Daniel 11:32. They that do know their God, they shall be strong. And they shall what? Do exploit. Exploit is a function of strength. They that do know their God, they shall be strong and they shall do exploit. If you are not making impact, it means there is a deficiency in relational power. You need to know how to sustain them. Some speak in tongues, some give money, others give connection.
Thank you for watching this video. We trust you have been tremendously blessed. To get more messages by Apostle Michael Orokpo, kindly join our Telegram channel by following the link on your screen. Your life will never remain the same. God bless you.